Good day, fine people. How are you? I'm doing quite bad. Today we're doing the Spooky Campaign Part 1. You may see I've already done this. And that is also related to why I'm quite bad today. Because I recorded this video and all the audio wasn't working again, so I just recorded half an hour worth of useless video. So let's start from scratch. Shall we? Okay. So there's this campaign. Simple unit. Skeletons. They're like squires, but they have shields. They're very small shields, so they're not that effective. But they can spook the enemies into running away like cowards, which can occasionally make them run off cliffs and things. Anyway, that's less important. What matters is that I complete this already. It's quite annoying. Okie dokie. Throw your spears again, please. We're about to die again. Please save me. Have mercy. Okay, my teammates left this guy out. How nice of them. Well, that didn't go quite as I hoped it would, but not much things do go what I'd hoped that you would go. As evidenced by the fact I'm recording this video for a second time. Three bombs. Screw it. One blunderbuss. Let's try I could form some. No, I couldn't. Okay, let's just go with the painters. By each side. Die. Do your potion-y stuff. That's good. Somehow I got hit by a potion. Disappointing. Well, this whole thing is disappointing again. Re-recording this is a pain. But it is what it is. Gotta continue with life. You can't let it. Small things bring you down. To be honest, it is bringing me down a lot. Either way, let's continue with the video. I'm boiling up. If anybody were wondering, I'm having orange squash with water and 2 ice cubes. Granted, it's mostly melted, the ice cube, since, again, it's been my drink since the first video that didn't come out because audio fails. But it is what it is. What should I do here? You know, let's just do the blunderbuss. One thing I found in the first video is that blunderbusses are pretty good. I mean, they're very good, actually. Since they can eat ranged shots. This will come in very high use later on. And another thing I learned is vampires are the most annoying unit. Spoiler. For the rest of the video, I suppose. Come on, shoot me with the arrows. Wow, collective 0 of them actually hit me. Okay. I deserve to die. Kill me. But what are you aiming at? Now you die. Thank you very much. Okay, so these melee guys are the actual issue. Oh, never mind, they hit me. Yep, that's a big bad. Very not good. So the blunderbusses are good, but they're not good enough to full-on carry. They're not quite at that level yet. One Sarissa, why not? Ah, save me. Never mind. Let's restart, I don't want to die. Ooh, please don't let me die to these guys. I can be way more useful if I don't die to them. Never mind, I just offed myself. I am truly a giga brain strategist. Oh, I should go back and watch how I actually defeated this level. I really should, but I'm not gonna edit it in. I don't like editing, I'm very bad at it. Eventually I'll have to do editing, but not today, Satan. Sorry. How should I go about this? I remember monks did work. Monks are pretty much just cheap tanks. Okay, 520 to play around with. Let's see what we can afford. We could buy 2 muskets. Let's buy 2 muskets. You can't really go wrong with gun, can you? You're getting in the way of my gun. And now I'm burning to death. Okay, new strategy. Completely new strategy. They'll never see this coming. It's 2 gigabrain for them. As you see, they won't see this coming. It's too smart. These guys can deal with the ranged attack. Someone say reload, they'll literally deal with the melee dudes. This is the plan. See, this side already start with most of them. And now this is pretty much an easy win. Blunderbusters carry. Blunderbusters and dragons will come in big handy. Well, they're called dragons, but it's just you remember from the Dynasty video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Speaking of which, you should just go watch those videos. Nice work. End of the day, overwhelmed with firepower. Alright, this is it. These boys, they blast you backwards. That's pretty much all they do. They're a ranged unit. But at the end of the day, I have guns, and I'm very determined when using them. Okay, some of them have already killed themselves. I guess they didn't really want to be a part of the group. Fire! They can't kill all of us. I mean, they could, but nah, they're not gonna. Easy win, blunderbuss. What did I tell you? Great unit. These are the bait of my life. These things, these little vampires. Let me show you what they do. Let me show you. Okay, let's set them against the medieval king. Let me show you what. See, they turn into little bats. They turn into bats. And they drain the blood out of you. They drain the absolute life out of you. Look at them. They even have the hairstyle, the teeth, and all that. And now I'm dead. Wait, I'm actually about to win. The whole idea was that I'd die here. Wait, I'm actually... The idea was to be an example of losing. Wow, I was about to show you the other strategy I usually use. Okay, now we got to deal with these boys. Okay, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow it up with some monks because they get work done. Wrong category. Monks. And then follow those up with some muskets because muskets get things done. It is confirmed. It's also been confirmed that I am dead now. I hate these units. Ah, screw you. Screw the both of you. I don't even care if I die. I still hit both of you in the face. Okay, so maybe muskets aren't the way to go. But maybe archers are. We definitely need some kind of range to deal with that catapult. Well, the catapult. Because these, look at that, they bounce and they explode. They're basically the normal medieval catapults, but way, way better. Come on, you got this. Well, they just bombarded their own mate. I would have done the exact same thing. Yowzers. Wow, you have horrible aim. I don't even feel bad for doing that. Let's switch over to this bus because they're closer to the action. Switch over to them because they are in the action. Never mind. Late to the party, but I was still the life of it. That's an important lesson. It's very hot nowadays. Pretty sure it was 35 at the hottest point today. But I digress. Okay, my strategy here. I remember the strategy. Partially. The idea was 1, 2, 3 samurai. 1, 2, 3. And then I had 3 well, this was the level after. It was one of these levels where I had this. Halfling. These are to divert those cannons because they always shoot there. And then Renaissance. Like I said, those to deal with the cannons. And Samurai. There's that one gone. And this musket already wasted their shot. Congratulations. Big waste of space. There we go. The catabots are dealt with. Where did the vampires come from? I knew those vampires. Gosh darn it. There you go. Die. Oh my god, you had one job. Samurais are literally supposed to be stronger than the knights. Why does this guy have such a big head? Jesus. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's erase all of this. Where are the vampires? Where are they? Where? Oh, they came from the very back. Of course they did. Anyway, dragons are the key unit to use against vampires. I tell you that much. We'll have one monk since they're the main unit to draw them out with. 3 samurai. 3 snaky boys. It's very hot nowadays. Well, we still have to have the Renaissance musketeers to deal with the catapults, and as for the rest, I think some samurai will do the rest of the work. I'm not gonna finish that what I just said, but no. I missed. I'm gonna keep repeating this until I get this right. How didn't they die? Why did you shoot so prematurely? I'm putting this musket further back. Renaissance. How did they survive? Why do you keep shooting so early? You deserve death there. You fully deserve that. I deserve death now. Okay, screw all of this. We need something to bait out some of the shots, so... Farmer halflings, I guess. Why don't I hate this? Let's have the monk again. And some samurai boys. Oh, and due to cost cuts, the finances being drained, my life withering away. How do I manage to mess up these shots? That had to have hit. I refuse to believe it. That did not hit. Doesn't matter. Gotta deal with the firework archers, they're the pain. Darn, I missed. I hit the wrong one. Either way, I think we're winning this. I got faith. Yep. Die. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now we're on to these sword casters. They basically throw swords, so they constantly keep spawning the swords, so out of thin air. Anyway, this is probably going to end up being the thumbnail for this video. I've already set this up for last video. Look at that boy. I hate it so much. But what I hate more are these vampires. Okay. Monk? One thing I noticed, I come back to Monk a lot. Not just the monks, but Dynasty and the pirate faction are pretty much the carriers of the video. They're pretty much what I use to carry the entire video. Anyway, the musket, because the swordcaster as well as the final boss of this unit are glass cannons. They deal a lot of damage, but they're pretty easy to kill. Medieval. That's upsetting. Gun. Oh, I missed. Yes, I'm sorry I restarted. I just have no faith. If I miss this shot, then these swordcasters pretty much do a lot of work by themselves. I think I hit it. I can't tell because there's so much. No, I missed. I couldn't even tell because the fire ran away. Anyway, I hope these swordcaster isn't able to kill all my units before I can. I hate the fire getting in the way of my. It doesn't even matter. The archers dealt with him. I remember this. Remember when I said the blunderbusses carry? Well, they really carry. This is the level. Remember when I said like this? Eventually, it comes up very much in handy having the blunderbusses. This is the level where they come up in handy. They are integral to my win here. I'm not even gonna lie. If I didn't have them, I'd probably lose this. Because I'm not exactly sure how to win this without them. Just maybe I shouldn't have it. If I can't win without them, then I shouldn't have it. Just like Spider-Man, you can't. If you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it. Yep, because most of these units are ranged units, and the only units that aren't are the very front units, which get immediately killed by the blunderbusses. And then the rest is just the swordcasters and the fire archers, which all of their projectiles get stopped by the blunderbuss. I think the blunderbuss is the best anti-range unit. Shields are good, but the blunderbuss can, you know, effectively counter-fight. Like, the shield does good protection, but it's not useful by itself. Ah, here we go. The Grim Reaper himself. Supposedly the biggest threat of this entire unit. This might be my thumbnail in the end of the day. It's got the two big things. It's got the biggest pain of the video, the vampires, and it's got the main boss, the big attraction, the Grim Reaper himself, but we all know the true threat is the vampires. Christ. So I'm going to immediately need 2 musketeers at the very back to deal with the swordcasters. I'm going to have 3 of them here to deal with the Grim Reaper. A monk to draw out the vampires. A dragon to kill said vampires. And then something in the middle. There's mostly melee archers. I need a dragon and a monk to deal with that. 1,000. I'll have some muskets to deal with the very front line of the Reaper's protection service. Oh, I can never see a blasted thing through the fire. As you can see, the Grim Reaper's doing work over there. There we go, the Grim Reaper's dead. Like I said, glass cannon. And that's it. That's the end of this video. I feel like this video went faster because I've already played through this first part of the campaign. Probably would have lasted longer if it was the first attempt. I'm not going to release the first video that I made of this because, again, no audio. What's the point? But anyway, next video you'll be returning to see this and how I'm going to beat it. Please add any feedback or suggestions for other games after this of what you want to see happen. It's greatly appreciated. Whilst you're at it, you might as well like and subscribe. It means a lot to me and it's hardly any skin off your teeth. But either way, no matter what you decide, I don't know how to end this video, but, well, enjoy your day. You bloody legends. Have a good day.